Pakistan is a nation which enjoys its food, and meat is a staple feature of most Pakistanis' diet. However, in recent months, a large number of citizens have fallen ill due to the continued practice of butchers selling contaminated meat and the meat of unhealthy or ill animals. The problem is compounded by the continued illicit supply of dead animals into the capital Islamabad and the adjoining garrison city of Rawalpindi. And in some cases, butchers inject water into the main artery of the half-dead animals while slaughtering, which penetrates in all the sub-arteries, and in this way, the weight of the meat is increased.
Islamabad district health officer is working on this. He visits the slaughterhouse and the markets in the different established in the different sectors, and takes samples. And if it finds that it's contaminated, then the fines are imposed by the competent courts. I agree with the sometimes it's reported that unhygienic meat is sold with the use of water, and sometimes it's reported, and they are booked and accordingly fined.
For a population of over 6 million residents, surprisingly, the Twin Cities have only one slaughterhouse, which only slaughters buffaloes. All cows, sheep and goats, however, are slaughtered openly in streets, homes, shops and livestock markets. The general manager at the slaughterhouse states the problem has reached epic levels and admits that the lack of state funds prevents the slaughterhouse from practicing international standards.
There is 100% illegal slaughtering. They are not using the facilities of slaughterhouse Seala. They are slaughtering there at streets and open places and have no stamp on their animals, beef or meat. Basically, is the availability of the funds. Funds are not available, and we cannot ensure the ultimate international standard. As soon as the funds will be available at this place, inshallah, we will ensure the 100% the availability and the hygienicity.
The concerned authority, the Islamabad Capital Territory, also acknowledges that Islamabad is in dire need of a proper slaughterhouse facility in order to counter the practice of the open slaughtering of animals.
There is a need of a new slaughterhouse. Meat Board accordingly has been notified by the Chief Commissioner Islamabad, and a separate slaughterhouse is going to be established with the help of CDA soon.
Here in the federal capital Islamabad, in the absence of proper slaughterhouse facilities, you will find many makeshift places like this serving the public where meat is openly slaughtered, often in the most basic and unhygienic conditions. Butchers in Pakistan are neither registered by the Ministry of Health nor the Ministry of Livestock. Anyone with a knife and chopping block can set up shop, and corrupt health inspectors simply turn a blind eye to the unhygienic premises and conditions. In the capital city, many residents prefer to buy their animals directly from the local livestock markets and personally supervise the slaughtering. The conditions are not exactly any different from local butcher shops, but people feel more at ease buying direct at the source. For those who cannot afford to buy whole animals, the local butchers, however unhygienic, remain the only option.
Particularly in the form of they can produce a commonly called food poisoning, which is also sometimes labeled as gastro or gastroenteritis, where the patient has vomiting, he has diarrhea, he can have a severe dehydration, which means loss of fluids, and if it has happened in children, they can even die.
In the absence of proper inspection teams, the general manager of the slaughterhouse himself conducts raids on butcher shops in the Twin Cities after receiving anonymous tip-offs. He checks for injected and contaminated meat and for the illegal slaughtering of animals at the shop premises. Illegal meat is confiscated, and the butcher, who is in most cases the proprietor, is taken away to the local police station, where he is booked and given a court hearing date. Ironically, in most cases the butcher is back at work after paying off a small fine. Authorities nationwide, despite the recent media attention, have failed to implement strict regulations and monitoring processes regarding the slaughter of animals and the way the meat is sold to the public in Pakistan, and the lasting damage to the health of unsuspecting meat lovers. Addiel Sabir, Press TV, Islamabad.